Hey business owners, are you on top of your branding design for your business, or are you making any mistakes? Don't make any of these top 5 mistakes that I see business owners making so that your business is being presented to the world in the best way possible. I'm Amy from Amy Mac Design, and I design branding and websites for female-led businesses in Ireland so they can stand out and attract more clients. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Keeping your branding consistent and correct across everything in your business can be quite challenging if you don't have the right guidance or insights. Sometimes you probably wing things or, play down the importance of a professionally presented brand in your mind. But today I'm going to let you in on the top 5 branding design mistakes that I see business owners make so you can avoid these mistakes in your business. So mistake number 1 is just having a logo. So in one of my previous videos, I busted this myth, the biggest branding design myth, that branding design is just a logo. So if you just have a logo, that's it, that's all you have set up in terms of branding design for your business, you actually don't have full branding design set out for your business. So watch this video so you can learn exactly what you need to have, at the very least to set you up to have successful branding design. Mistake number 2, not having any design strategy behind your branding. So if you haven't spent time with the designer working on the strategy that informs the design decisions that are made in your business, most likely you just maybe have a logo that maybe looks pretty, maybe it doesn't even look that good, but it certainly isn't achieving anything else. And it's not achieving what you really want, which is that emotional reaction, that emotional connection that people have to your business, that, when they see your branding, they subconsciously start to, figure out what kind of business this is, what kind of people are behind this business. Are they going to be excited to engage in this brand? Are they going to be excited to buy from this brand, most importantly? That's the kind of reaction you want. You want all those positive things to be entering people's minds once they interact with your branding in your business. And to achieve that, it's the strong strategic thinking that goes into the design decisions that is going to help you achieve that. So if you haven't already, make sure that there's strong reasons why, these design decisions are being made. They're not just, happen to be to your taste or whatever, that there's actually a real purpose to them. That's what's going to get you the best reaction. Mistake number 3 is not sticking to your brand guidelines or being consistent. So your brand guidelines are there for a reason. You've spent all this time and money getting your branding set out with a designer, getting something that really suits you and sells you brilliantly. So if you don't follow your brand guidelines, you're not really going to get the results that you want. If you start, let's say, sharing your social media posts, but your colors and fonts, it's inconsistent, it'll end up looking messy, and your audience will notice. Audiences actually have, a higher standard than maybe we think, and we need to, meet it or exceed it. That's really what you want to do to really impress them with your brand and get those results that you want. But I do know that, once your kind of contact with a designer reduces at the end of a project, business owners can feel a bit lost. Even if they do have that brand guideline document, it's still kind of hard to get the hang of. If you're not a design expert, at the end of the day, why, it makes sense that it would take you a little while just to make sure you're getting things consistent. And that's why that I offer with my branding projects a 1-hour brand review call, basically, where 2 months after your project launches, we're going to be able to have another call where you've gone out into the world, sharing your posts and, using your branding in the real world. And then at this 2-month point, you're going to be able to come back to me and ask me questions and, make sure that you're on the straight and narrow if there's anything that's not clear in your mind, or, I'll be able to advise you because I'll have seen what you've done, and I'll be able to point out whether there's things you need to improve on or what things you're doing well to keep doing those, just to make sure that you have the ability to bring your brand forward yourself. Because you're going to want to be the expert in your brand, even though you're maybe not the design expert at the start of things. Your designer is going to help you get to a certain point with your branding, but it'd be great then to be able to do that yourself. So really concentrating on the brand guidelines, and then do ask questions if you need help from your designer, and that will set you up for much better results. If you want to delve deeper into the first steps of achieving unique branding design for your business, make sure you sign up for my free email course. In this course, you'll be guided through the steps you need to uncover your unique brand message, which will make your branding design stand out from the crowd and ultimately grow your business. I'd love to know if maybe you have made any of these mistakes that you've heard so far. Judgment-free zone, but just to see that you know, if you have any real life experience with these kind of mistakes, if what I'm sharing is resonating with you, you know, or if these are going to help you in the future, let me know in the comments. Number 4 is not having the correct color values for screen and print. So colors are quite detailed really when you get into it for branding design. It's not just the name of the colors, let's say, that you need, like red, blue, orange, or whatever. You need the actual correct color values. You need to know them, but you don't need to know them off by heart or anything like that. They will be in your brand guidelines, these little numbers that go along with each color. And each value will be different whether you're using that color on screen or in print. So they don't, you know, they're not the exact same color system, so they need those 2 different color values. And then even when you go into the print side of things, there's 2 ways of getting things printed with CMYK, with the CMYK color system and Pantone. So again, there's differences between those. And there's differences then again with printing things, if they're coated or uncoated. So things can get a little bit complicated with colors. But if you have all this information correctly laid out in your brand guidelines, you know, it'll be easy. You won't be running into any issues with printers or anything like that because you'll have all the right information. So, you know, having the, you know, proper brand guidelines is really important, and also having a designer that you can ask questions to if you do. You know, if a printer is asking you for a certain color, or, you know, getting you to confirm something or whatever it is, having that knowledge of what those color values should be is really important. Mistake number 5 is thinking you can create professional level branding design without hiring a professional designer. So I think design is sometimes marketed to business owners as something they should be able to do themselves just because they happen to own a business, that they, you know, they should be able to just throw all this kind of side of things together. Just isn't realistic. You know, just because you're a business owner doesn't mean you have those skills. You have the skills and knowledge in your own industry, in your own field. So you don't have that experience of being a designer and, you know, having that creative eye and those technical skills. And that's okay. That's why professional designers are here, to take all that headache away from you and make sure they get you proper results. You know, I don't think it's really fair on design or business owners to think that it's just something small and easy. It's not. It's a huge part of your business. And you have to ask yourself, I guess, you know, do you just want a random logo that our friend did, or, you know, that you got on Fiverr, or do you want professional strategic design that will grow your business? You know, there is a difference in the results that you'll be getting. So, you know, that's a huge benefit to you. You know, sometimes maybe it's a good thing to think of the biggest kind of successful business in your niche, in your industry, and think, you know, what do they use? Do they use professional design, or do they do it all themselves? You know, professional design is going to be part of these big success stories. So maybe that's good to keep in mind when you're wondering, I'll just do it myself. It's something I can do myself. That's not really the case if you really want results. So, you know, it's not business owners' fault either. I think they're being told in some cases that, oh, just do it yourself. But really, if you want results, professional design is the way to go. The top 5 branding design mistakes that I see business owners make. Number 1, just having a logo. Number 2, having no design strategy behind their branding. Number 3, not sticking to their brand guidelines or being consistent. Number 4, not having the correct color values for screen and print. And number 5, not hiring a professional designer and thinking that you can get the same results. If you enjoyed this video and you're watching it on YouTube, let me know in the comments and hit the like button. And if you need to work with a designer on your business's branding design, I would love to work with you. So you can find out more about my services on my website, amymacdesign.ie.